Let me ask you something, and I want you to really sit with it. If I dropped you in a brand new job tomorrow with no job description, no training, no systems, no clear authority, and really no expectations, how long would it take before you felt overwhelmed, behind, and like you were failing? Probably not long at all. And yet, this is exactly how most women approach homemaking, with no framework, no leadership language, no systems, just responsibility. So when your home feels chaotic, when you're constantly reacting, when you end the day feeling discouraged or overwhelmed, you probably assume that the problem is you. But what if the problem isn't that you're bad at this? What if the problem was that you were never taught how to lead a home? And here's the truth that changes everything. Homes don't run themselves. They are led. And here's the line I wish most women heard earlier on into their homemaking journey. And that's, most women aren't overwhelmed because they're doing too much. They're overwhelmed because no one ever put them in charge. And if nothing ever changes, a year from now, your home will probably feel the same. Not because you didn't try, but because you weren't given the right framework. Today, I want to give you a mindset shift that moves you out of survival mode and into ownership, without guilt, without pressure, without unrealistic expectations. And that's this: you are the CEO of your home. All right, let's jump in. Now, think about any excellent business that you might admire. For example, Chick-fil-A, it didn't automatically become known for exceptional customer service. That culture wasn't just a personality trait. It was intentional, it was trained, it was protected. And a good restaurant that you know doesn't just serve food and then hope for the best. Every single day, they close down, they clean thoroughly, they take inventory, they prep for the next day, they budget carefully, and they plan ahead for busy seasons. And none of that is emotional or a character trait, it's all intentional. And it's leadership. And here is where it kind of clicked for me personally. Once I stopped treating my home as something I just reacted to and started asking, what would leadership look like? Or what would it look like if I was the CEO of my home? And after that, everything kind of became lighter. Now compare that to how a lot of women maybe view their home, with a mindset of, I'm just trying to survive today, or I don't even know where to start, or I just feel like everything is out of control. And let me just share with you this hard truth, but it's really freeing. So listen up. Homes don't drift into order. They drift into chaos unless somebody leads them. So seeing yourself as the CEO doesn't mean you do everything in your home. It means that you take responsibility for the direction that your home is going in. And direction changes everything. This isn't about becoming a type A mom, or this isn't about some sort of personality maybe you were born with. It's about becoming an intentional homemaker. Before we go further, I just want to clear up maybe some common misconceptions about what I'm trying to say here. Being the CEO of your home does not mean you are a tyrant, you override your husband, you control all the tiny little details, and that you never rest. Just to clarify, your husband is the head of the household, but that doesn't mean that you are passive. Healthy leadership means clear roles and not confusion. You are the one stewarding the daily operations. You're setting the tone in your home. You're implementing those systems. You're determining what the environment of your home is like. And this matters. Order is not control. Order is care. You're allowed to want your home to feel calm. And that's not selfish, that's stewardship. But let me just tell you this, you don't need permission to bring order to your home. Most homemakers who feel like they're drowning are not lazy, unmotivated, or incapable. They're just operating without structure. And without structure, discipline feels impossible. And here's what's actually exhausting you. It's not the work, it's carrying everything in your head. remembering, anticipating, reacting. And here's the truth that no one says out loud. You cannot be consistent in chaos. You can be loving, you can be sacrificial, you can work hard all day, but you cannot be consistent. Businesses don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. So instead of asking, what's wrong with me? Why can't my house ever be organized and orderly? Ask instead, what systems are missing? That question alone moves you from victimhood into leadership. Every well-run home rests on 3 CEO responsibilities: vision, systems, and rhythm. Vision answers the question, what kind of home are we wanting to build? Calm or chaotic, intentional or reactive. And culture is not what you say matters. It's what your home feels like on just any ordinary Tuesday. Number 2 is systems. And systems decide how things get done without constant decision making. Meals, morning, laundry, evenings. Systems reduce decision fatigue and they create peace. Number 3 is rhythm. And rhythm is when things are happening consistently, not perfectly, but predictably. Rhythm is what allows children and mothers to rest. Okay, I just want to say this about that CEO concept and taking ownership of your home, viewing your home kind of in terms of a business. Strong homes, they don't just spiral at night, right? They shut down. And every successful business closes at the end of the day. Good businesses don't leave messes at the end of the day. They start out the next day strong and they're not working from a place of reaction. If you do nothing else from this video, do this tonight. Close your kitchen. Dishwasher running, counters cleared, floor reset. You're not kind of cleaning, you are preparing like a business for tomorrow. And I just want to leave you with this simple invitation. Stop waiting to feel less overwhelmed in order to lead. Leadership begins with a decision, and it begins the moment that you decide, this is my domain, and I'm going to take ownership of it. And again, not perfectly, not all at once, but intentionally, just like a CEO of a good company. And I know that the world tells women that this should be easy in keeping a home. But the truth is, it's leadership work, and you are fully capable of it. If this message spoke to you, go ahead and click the subscribe button for practical teaching that will help you lead your home with peace, order, and confidence. If this made you think of a friend, send it to her. Because women, we don't need more guilt, we just need better frameworks. And this is the final lesson in my Homemaker Masterclass. If this series has helped you at all, you can go ahead and click the link in my description to view the rest of the playlist. And finally, let me hear from you. Comment CEO if you're ready to take ownership of your home today. All right, see you next week.